Our problem with this, we're talking Holy Redeemer Golf. Coach, let's talk about this season, getting exciting, getting ready for districts, and the season's flying by.
Correct, yes. We're already into the postseason. Pre-district starts on Monday. We have 7 players going, 5 boys. No, actually we have 8 players going, 6 boys and 2 girls going.
Let's talk about the quality of the kids you have. Let's start over on the girls' side first.
First we have Brunn who's going. She made it to states last year, so she's excited about getting back into the postseason. And then we have sophomore Mackenzie Chimmock, who is going to be in her first pre-district tournament.
How about over on the guys' side? Take us through what you have there.
So I have seniors Alex Martin, senior Nate Coates, who else do I have? Max Bowen, who's a junior, Noah Rokos, who's a senior, Jack Hurst, and Jet Quetzal.
A big list.
Yes, it is.
Let's talk about the home course and how the kids are playing it right now.
Well, pre-districts will be at Fox Hill, and we're pretty familiar with it. We've been playing it for quite a few years now. My guys have been up over there and played some practice rounds during the summer, a couple of AGA events there, so they know the course pretty well.
And as far as, again, the coaching component of it, I mean, these kids a lot of them have, different types of coaches nowadays, that somebody's got a driving coach or a putting coach or whatever.
Yes.
But talk about your role and what you try to do.
Well, my job and what I try to do is I spend a lot of time with them on their short game, their chipping and putting, because on these days when they're nervous and their swing's a little bit quick, they don't hit the balls well, so the focus is to be able to get the ball up and down and keep it in play and keep the scores as low as possible.
You're still playing yourself, still competitive.
I am.
And you had some fun times, and then we go back to the McCarthy success this summer, and then you found yourself over on the West Coast as well.
Yeah, I did. Got to play at Lake Tahoe for the U.S. Men's Senior Amateur. Got to take Arden the caddy for me, so it was a great experience.
And as far as just having fun with the kids and the parents, and just get these kids involved in the game of golf, something that's going to be lifelong for them.
Oh yeah, and you know what? Actually, the great thing about it is these kids that I've had for 30 some years. I mean, I still keep in touch with 90% of them. I mean, it's a lifetime sport. I see a lot of them at, if it's not the McCarthy, I'll see them at the John Allen. I'll see them at Glen Mara. I'll see them at any number of different venues. So it's always great to run into a lot of my former players, and not only my former players that I know from other schools that I get to know.
Let's go back to when you were in high school playing a long time ago. Of course,
yes.
Now that all of us are getting older, like, well, that was a while ago, but here we are in 2023. What's different about the game of golf with these kids, that they have to adapt to? Because there's good, but then there's always some other parts of it that could be a little more challenging.
Sure. Well, I think they're certainly more athletic anymore, obviously, because of just how society is. I mean, they're just better athletes. The equipment's better. They know a lot more about the game at a younger age. So the good players are phenomenally good anymore. That's the bottom line. It's just amazing how good, how many good young players are really, really good.
And some of these kids might go to Florida, might get some training there, might have a fortunate situation with their parents where, maybe they could do some different things. So the competition, like everybody wants to, hey, I want to go and play on the tour or whatever that is. But, it's, everybody's got something and, they're all fighting for it.
Yeah. Now, one of the nice things I like about my players, they're not just totally golfers. I mean, they play other sports. Arden is a swimmer, Nate's a basketball player, Alex is a basketball player. So it's nice to get that variety of different sports rather than play one sport and possibly be burned out by the time they get to be, mid-teenagers.
Let's talk about that mental component, because now you'll get to that pre-districts, districts, after that. Talk about just trying to, fine-tune those brains a little bit.
Well, I always joke about it because when we're traveling in the van to pre-districts or districts, normally the kids are in the back of the van. I could hear them talking about, their day-to-day events and things that have happened. But those days, they're completely silent. No one's talking in the van, because it's, and I hate to say it, but unfortunately, when I look back on it, pre-districts and districts, when I was 14, 15 years old, that was the biggest day of my life up to that point. So I know exactly what these kids are going through.
We'll always great to catch up with it, and I know you're proud of your squad, no matter what happens
Yes.
in the month of October. But hopefully there'll be some positive things going on.
Oh
with
yeah,
Redeemer
yeah. I'm
Golf.
looking forward to it. Yes, yes. Thank you, John.